Hey guys, you ready for the second half of the 100 questions no one ever asks you tag? Because here it comes. So we left off on question number 50 and we're going to start off on number 51. This is 51 through 105. Last time you got your portraits taken by a photographer. Last time we got our portraits taken was in February. My church was getting family pictures done for our church directory, and they had like a photographer come and do it so we could buy a package if we wanted to, and we did. Do you think musicals are cheesy? Yes, I think they're really cheesy, but that does not stop me from loving them. Is Christmas stressful? It can be very stressful, and especially as adults. You know, as kids, our parents work really, really hard to make it a magical time and stress the importance of the meanings behind holidays. But then whenever you grow up and you're the parents, then you kind of realize, oh wow, you know, we have to make it magical for our kids. We have to make it fun. And then you have expectations of, you know, your wider family and your wider friends as far as, you know, what's expected as far as presents and get-togethers and stuff like that. So it can be really, really stressful. And we just try to remember the reason for the season and celebrate accordingly. Have I ever eaten, I thought it said have you ever eaten a pigeon, but it says pierogi. And yes, I have tried a pierogi. What is my favorite type of fruit pie? And I would just have to say the classic apple pie is probably my favorite. Warm apple pie with some ice cream on top. Oh yeah. What occupations did I want to be as a kid? I wanted to be an artist. I always told everybody I was going to be an artist when I grew up. And then my grandpa, we would always build a fort like at my grandparents' house, and he was like, you should be an interior designer. So then I was like, oh, I'm going to be an interior designer. And then I wanted to be a teacher. So yeah, I went through a couple different phases. And then I secretly wanted to be a singer forever, but I just kind of knew that that probably wasn't going to happen. So do you believe in ghosts? That's like a really deep question, and I don't really know how to answer it. I don't believe in ghosts as far as like a person dying and then their spirits coming back and haunting you, I guess. But I don't know. I don't really know what I believe about it. I think I believe, look at my hair, it's crazy. I'm just gonna like do my hair right here real quick. You guys good with that? Hopefully. Okay, that works. Sorry. Oh, believe in ghosts. Yeah, I believe in angels, and I believe in demons, and I believe in spirit, I guess. I guess my opinion's not fully formed on that. I guess, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess that's a really deep question, and I don't know. I don't have time to think about it right now. Have you ever had a deja vu feeling? Of course. That's why there's a name for it, because I feel like everybody has felt it at one time in their life. Take a vitamin daily. I try to remember to take my prenatal daily, but we're not really TTCing quite yet, and I'm not pregnant, obviously. So I don't want to say I'm wasting the vitamin if I'm taking it now, but I don't know. I guess whenever I get closer to actually being ready to TTC, try to conceive, then I will make sure that I'm taking it more regularly. Do I wear slippers? Yes, I do in the winter or when it's cold outside. Wear a bathrobe. If I'm gonna like lounge around the house or something, then yes, but otherwise, like generally I'll just take a shower and get dressed. What do you wear to bed? Sweats and a t-shirt. First concert. My first concert was a band named Avalon, and it was awesome. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? I would say Walmart or Myers. I know that wasn't one of the choices, but either Walmart or Myers. Nike or Adidas? I guess I would go for Adidas, even though, again, this is something that is not a choice, but I would say K-Swiss would be, if I was going to like pay a little bit more for shoes, then I would go with K-Swiss. Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? I'd say peanuts. Ever heard of the band Tres Bien? I think so. Ever take dance lessons? No. I took cheerleading, but not dance lessons. Is there a profession you see you or your spouse doing? And I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think right now, at the point that I am, I think I would be a really cool, like, school secretary. But as far as what my husband and what I think he should be or what I think he should do, I mean, I've always thought he would be really good in something like with like middle schoolers or high schoolers, like probably middle schoolers, like to be like a history teacher, because he loves history, and he just gets along really well with middle schoolers and stuff like that. He can relate really well to them. So maybe a teacher in some capacity. And he also loves sports, so maybe, I don't know, like a PE teacher. Can you curl your tongue? Yep, I'm one of those people. Ever won a spelling bee? No, we didn't really have that many spelling bees in my school. We had something called Around the World, or I don't know, do we do spelling around the world? I'm not sure. But we had other games and stuff like that, and I did pretty good at those. Ever cried because you were so happy? Yeah, I cry like, that happens like daily because I'm such an emotional type person. Own any record albums or a record player? No and no. Do I burn incense regularly? No. Ever been in love? Yes. Who would you like to see in concert? I think I would like to go to like a huge worship concert, just like an amazingly huge one. And I don't know if you guys were watching American Idol this year, but there was a kid on there, his name's Colton Dixon, and he did a couple of worships. He did one worship song twice, and actually he did the worship song as his his swan song before he left, because he did get voted off. But that was just where he completely shined, and it's just amazing how whenever you're worshiping, if your heart's really into it, it can just change the whole experience into something that's totally deeper than just a concert. So to go be a part of a big huge worship service like that, I think would be amazing. Now on the other side of the coin, going to something just massively epic, I guess, I think would be really fun too. And I mean, I don't know who I would consider to be massively epic, but my husband and I were talking about Britney Spears, or Christina Aguilera, or Jennifer Lopez, or just one of the people that were really big and have been really big for a really long time, or even like, even though she hasn't been really big for a really long time, like somebody like Katy Perry or something like that. Just the fact that they have such huge careers, and just to see a production like that, I think would be really, really fun to go and be a part of. And then the question asks, what was the last concert you went to? The last concert that my husband and I went to was the season 10 American Idol Top 12 concert tour thing, and that was amazing. And that was with, I don't know if it was season 10, I'm hoping that I'm right on that, but it was a season with Scotty McCreery and Lauren Elena and Haley Reinhart and Casey Abrams, and the list goes on and on. And those, I mean, I loved like pretty much everyone on that season, and so that's why we kind of splurged and bought tickets to go see that. And it was amazing. It was so great. I totally would go again if I were like in love with the top 12 as much as I was that last year. But this year, I mean, I liked a lot of them, but I'm not like crazy about them. So I don't think we'll go this year. Hot tea or cold tea? I would say hot tea if I had to choose one or the other. Tea or coffee though, between the two, I would choose coffee. Sugar or snickerdoodles? I'm assuming that's speaking about cookies. And if they are cooked correctly, I really like snickerdoodles. Can you swim well? I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm not like Michael Phelps or anything, but yeah. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes. Are you patient? I hope so. There are times whenever I just have had enough, as anybody does, but I try to keep my patience throughout the situation, and then most of the time, like, I'll break down when I'm on my own in a different room away from the situation. Do I prefer a DJ or a band at a wedding? Me personally, I prefer a DJ. I just think they're more diverse, and they can offer a lot more choices and a lot more different sounds. than a band. But like, I think that it'd be better to have a band during the ceremony, or like 6 violins or something, quartet or something. But as far as like the reception, I would definitely go with a DJ. And I mean, it doesn't hurt anything that we have DJ equipment or anything like that. I mean, not turntables, but like we have the whole stereo setup and stuff like that. Ever won a contest? No, not really. Not that I can remember, or not that is highlighted in my memory. Ever had plastic surgery? No. Which are better, black or green olives? I don't prefer olives at all. Ugh, they're gross. I don't like them. Can you knit or crochet? I tried to learn how to knit whenever I was on bed rest for 3 months, and it wasn't happening. I ended up with like a string of knots. Best room for a fireplace? This is an interesting question, and I am not completely sure. I almost want to say like a dining room, just because I think it would be different, and just to have the fires crackling, and you know, if you wanted to cook on the fire, then you could, or like, you know, roast marshmallows or something. I don't know, because I think that the living room idea is kind of played out, so I just want to be different. Oh, this is getting to be a long video. Hang in there with me. Do you want to get married? I am married, so you know. If married, how long have you been married? I've been married since 2008, so at this point it will be almost 4 years. Who was your high school crush? This is not a fair question, okay, people, because I did not just have one high school crush, and I don't really know that many girls who had only one person that they crushed on in high school. I had several, so I don't really know which name to pull out, and I wouldn't want to leave anybody out, so I'm just gonna pass on that question. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? It depends on who we're talking about. I try to be pretty reasonable, and I try to meet halfway in a lot of things, but for certain things and for certain situations, especially if I know that my way is the right way, yes. Do you have kids? Yes, I do. I have one child and a cat. What is your favorite color? My favorite color lately has been green. Do you miss anyone right now? And yes, I do. Do you have allergies? These are my questions, so we must have hit 99 questions, and the last 6 are mine. And if you would like to do this tag video, there are 105 questions. You can answer all 105 and then add your own 5. So you can either do this in a video response or leave your answers to your favorite questions in the answers below. And if you have 5 questions that you would like me to answer, you can go ahead and leave those in the bottom comments below as well. Okay, so I'm going to answer the last 6. Do you have allergies? Yes. If you can't tell, I have allergies. Do you prefer dangly earrings or stud earrings? And I prefer dangly earrings, even though you don't see me wear them too much, because I'm always around the house and I don't like get all gussied up too much just staying around the house. I put a little bit of makeup on and that's it. What do you do at a stoplight other than stop? I usually like check my hair. I'll reach over my phone and make sure that the sound is on, so if somebody needs to call me, then I know that it's working. I'll turn around and check on Sadie and talk to her for a minute, for a couple seconds, while I'm making sure that the light doesn't turn green. If your life was a reality show, which network would it be on? Or which network would air you? And I would say probably, I don't know, probably like TLC, because I'm pretty bland and I want to have a bunch of kids. Or A&E, because there can be a lot of drama in my life sometimes. So that, I guess, would be my 2 choices. Ever had an x-ray, and if so, which bone? And actually, I made this question up and I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure I've had an x-ray on my arm, my forearm, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think I had one on my toe, maybe. So yeah. Have you ever had an x-ray? And on which bone? And the last question is, do you play any instruments? And I play the trumpet, and I'm trying to learn the piano, I'm trying to learn the guitar. So yeah, those are my answers. So wow, this has been a really long series. I think total it's like 25 minutes. So but yeah, this is a really fun video with off-the-wall questions, and I would love to hear your answers. So if you would like to do this tag video, please let me know the link below so that I can also watch your video. And if you guys like this video and would like to see more of me and my family, you can go ahead and click subscribe up in the corner, and new videos will be sent to your subscription box when they come out. Have a great day, guys. Bye.